everyone doing out there today? What's going on? What's going on? We live. We are live today on YouTube and the Twitter, not Twitter, Twitch. Never Twitter. Twitch. So just trying something new a little bit. This is not going to be anything formal. I wanted to come on here and really just chat with people about the upcoming matchup between LSU and the University of South Carolina, two of my favorite teams to watch this season. And I was excited about it. So just figure I'd jump on and we talk about that. So while we're waiting to see if anyone shows up, I am going to, excuse me, I'm going to, I forgot what I was going to do. I think I had a banner to put up, maybe not. Let's see. Hey, all right. So, hello to all of you that are watching either live or that are going to watch later. What's up? I hope y'all are having a good evening. This may be short and sweet. We'll see if the conversation takes off or not. But again, I wanted to just come on here and talk about some games that I'm excited about. The talk of the town is the LSU versus South Carolina game. So definitely wanted to talk about that. Before I get started with that, though, those of you that are Aces fans, I don't know how many people are. If you follow me, then you know we're mostly Aces fans. If you are just here because you saw the cover art, I don't know if you guys are in the WNBA, but I am Aces fan. We are getting ready to start the season in a few months, so at least they'll be going into training camp. I know a lot of the ladies right now are getting ready to train where they're starting training camp for the U.S. national team, the team that's going to eventually go to the Olympics. So that's exciting. Free agency started on the 21st, so that's exciting. We haven't heard if Candace is coming back yet. We don't know what's going to happen with like Sid or George and who else is Coates. I think everybody else is kind of solidified there. Or Kia. I don't know if Kia is a free agent as well. So we don't know what's going on with the team quite yet. We do know our core is coming back along with AC. So I'm excited about that. Everyone seems to be healthy. Kia is still wearing her boot, but as far as everyone else, I've seen Chelsea in the gym. Very excited about that. We needed Gray desperately to be back with us on the team. So Gray is doing well. Asia's doing well. KP, and Jackie have stayed in the gym. Like, I don't even think they ever left. So they've been working out. Like, I'm really, I have a good feeling about my team this season. I think it's going to be a dope season. And I can't wait. I need to know what's going to happen with this, who we're going to get, if anyone from the draft that's coming up, who we're going to keep free agents, if we're getting any trades, anything like that. We don't know. Everything's up in the air. No one's saying anything yet. They're pretty tight-lipped about it. Candace is still doing videos for the Aces. So if she wasn't coming back, I would think she probably would decline to do that. So I'm taking that as a good sign that Candace Parker will be back with the Aces. But again, we don't really know. So we shall see how that goes. Who's in the house? Hey, RC is in here. What's up to everybody out there that's watching? Y'all can give me some waves or say hello. Don't be afraid. Or if you don't want to speak, that's fine too. But I always enjoy the comments and talking back to y'all. So thank y'all for showing up and watching. Who and what are we talking about? You just came in. Nothing really. I was just introducing the show or whatever. Like I said, it's going to be very informal. I was talking about our Aces and that we haven't heard anything yet as far as the free agency is concerned. So I'm hoping again Candace stays. I know you feel the same way. So hopefully that happens. I don't know if it will or won't, but we shall see. Do I like the Supersonics? Like the old school Supersonics, like NBA Supersonics? Or are you talking about Seattle's WNBA team? Because like the old school Supersonics, I used to watch them growing up. But I can't think of the guy's name now. Dark skinned, bow-legged, Sean. It's been so long since I've watched them. I cannot remember. And he's like a superstar. And Gary Payton played for the Supersonics as well. I can't think of the guy's name. But old school NBA, yes, I used to watch them. They weren't my team. My team was the Bulls growing up. Sean Kemp. Thank you. Thank you, Groovy. I appreciate that. Sean Kemp. Yes, but my team growing up was the Chicago Bulls. And then obviously when Kobe came around, I became a Lakers fan, and I was a Lakers fan up through his entire career. And I lived in Houston, so I would go to a lot of Rockets games. But I kind of fell out of sports for a while, but I still from time to time, like now I'm getting back into it. I watch Lakers still. I keep up with them a little bit. But what else? Which maybe Comets. So yes, Comets. Fun fact about Comets is I got to meet Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper. I lived in Houston during the time of when the WNBA first started back in '97. I was living in Houston. I was a huge fan. So I've been a fan of the WNBA since the very beginning. I've been a fan of basketball as long as I can remember. But yeah, so I worked in a mall in Houston when I was in college, and they were there doing a signing at one of the shoe stores. And so I was able to go meet Cheryl Swoops. I had been a fan of Cheryl Swoops for the longest time. And of course, if you lived in Houston and you would watch sports, you knew who Cynthia Cooper was, especially when they started winning all those championships. So I was very happy to meet both of them. I actually got to meet Lisa Leslie, who's my all-time favorite player. I was a Sparks fan from the beginning because of Lisa. So I was able to meet her at the NBA All-Star game when they had it in Houston. That All-Star weekend. So I was able to say what's up to her, speak to her. I think I got to ask her a question. We were talking about the Olympics, I think, or something like that. So yes, I was not a fan of the Comets, but I did go to the games because I lived there and I wanted to be able to see the Sparks play and stuff like that. But they were a thorn in my side because I wanted the Sparks to win. And every freaking year, they would lose and Houston would win up until that fifth year. Then it was all Sparks time. We got that back to back. Let me see. I still am a Kobe fan. I don't have my stuff up or you can't see it, but I have a section dedicated in my studio to Kobe. I met him as well. I'm not trying to flex, y'all. It just came up, but I did get to meet him as well. Got his autograph, got a picture with him. So I was like a really, really huge fan. This is back when he was still wearing number 8. And Shaq, was on the team. Yeah, Shaq was there too. So yeah, I got to meet him. Super nice guy. Super nice. Impressive because some WN fans like, what's it? Yeah, I mean, I love basketball. So growing up, like I said, I watched a lot of basketball. I'm from Michigan, so I grew up, and I'm pretty much right on Lake Michigan. I don't know if anybody knows like the shape of Michigan and all that, but I live right across from Chicago. So I'm from a small town in Michigan, so we got a lot of Chicago channels because we were just closer to Chicago. So that's how I became a Bulls fan, because they would just play all their games there. And if they won championships, it would come on the news. We would see the parade and stuff like that. So I was always a fan, and college fan as well. Duke was my team back then, back when Grant Hill played. I was a huge fan of Duke, and I just stayed a Duke fan throughout probably maybe 5 to 7 years after Grant Hill left. And then, I took my little sports break, and now I am back. I'm back up in here. But yeah, so happy about my aces. I'm happy that they're getting back in there. As we speak right now, Asia is doing a Q&A on Twitter, answering people's questions. I'm trying to see if she answered my question or not. I don't see that she has. I asked her if she's going to extend her book tour, because if you don't know, Asia Wilson has a book coming out called Dear Black Girls. Is dropping February 6th. And she's doing a book tour before she has to go into training camp and stuff like that. And she's not coming anywhere in Texas. So I was asking her if she's planning on extending that, because I would love to meet Asia. I think she's my favorite player now. She reminds me so much of Lisa Leslie, just the excitement that she brings to the game, at least for me. So I would love to get to meet her one day, since I got to meet a lot of the other greats in basketball. So we'll see if she answers my question or not. What else we got on here? Caitlin and I were upset by Ohio State. Hated the ending, but somehow it turned into a comical moment. Are you talking about just the game itself, or the whole thing about her getting hit by that fan? I saw that. I didn't watch the game. I didn't see the game, but of course I've heard all the hoopla about what happened and how this fan trampled over her or whatever. Like, it looked like to me, I'm not going to get too much into it because this causes a lot of discourse with people, but to me, it looked like they just ran into each other. The fan, obviously there were already fans on the floor. Like, you could see the floor was packed. And for them to have the upset over Iowa, the team, somebody ran out to join the rest of everybody else who was celebrating on the floor with the team. And just as Caitlin Clark was running, I guess, off court, they ran into each other. That was it. I mean, I know some people are upset, or there was a bunch of kind of conversation about, that fan being out of line, or Ohio being out of line, or whatever. To me, like, I see that stuff happen all the time in games. Like, if you get to upset, they're crashing the field or the basketball court. Like, it's gonna happen. And so I don't know. I'm not gonna say I blame Ohio. It's unfortunate that it happened, but good thing that she's not hurt. And that's it. We're gonna get ready. I'm gonna start the conversation with LSU MMA Life in South Carolina. So I was just answering, going through the comments. Do you have any topics you want to bring up? MMA lifestyle? Let me know. It was absolutely crazy. Groovy says they blew that situation up for no reason, act like Caitlin got trampled by a mob of OSU fans. Like, yeah, I believe that. When is LSU in South? Oh, the game. I thought you were saying, when am I going to get to it and talk about it? I was like, wait, hold on. Let me answer these comments. The game is Thursday night. My bad. Thank you, RC. My bad. The game is Thursday night. Speaking of that, though, I didn't want to miss anybody. Yeah, the whole thing was crazy. I think they blew it up. She's fine. It is what it is. That happens in colleges all the time. It happens in professional sports sometimes. As far as like storming not so much professional. College, I see. I know there was times when we won games and we stormed the field when I was in college, because we hadn't won any games ever. And so when we won our first game, everybody stormed the field and went crazy. But anyway, she's fine. It's fine. They lost. She lives to play another day, and I'm sure she'll drop 40 on whoever she's playing next. So she'll be all right. ESPNU. So we're going to get into the conversation of LSU and South Carolina, but Thursday is going to be a packed day. If you guys are fans of college basketball, especially women's basketball, ESPNU, it is showing the Final Four games from last year. So they're playing Iowa versus South Carolina and LSU versus, I want to say Vanderbilt, if I'm not mistaken. And then they're playing the championship game between Iowa and LSU. And then after that game goes off, it's going to be a break. And then on ESPN, it's going to be the LSU versus South Carolina game. When I tell y'all, I am so excited for this because I wasn't watching this last year. So all this drama, all this talk, all this everything about, Caitlin versus Angel Reese, Iowa versus LSU, like all the beef, all this stuff. I get to see it firsthand to see what everybody's been talking about. Because again, when I came into it, I heard about Angel Reese through Twitter and people calling her a thug and arrogant and they're classless and all this other stuff. I didn't really know where it was coming from. And I would hear people say, well, Caitlin was doing the same thing to South Carolina. I had no idea. I didn't have a dog in the fight. I didn't know what they were talking about. It is what made me start watching this year because I'm like, I want to know what's going on with these teams. So for ESPNU to show these games, when I tell y'all, I'm almost more excited to watch this Iowa South Carolina Final Four game. I'm not as excited because I'm really excited for LSU South Carolina, but I'm super excited to watch this game because I want to see what went down. And then I want to see this LSU and Iowa game. I'm really excited. I'm so happy that they're replaying it, and this is going to get me hype. It's going to get me hype for this game that's coming on Thursday. Van Lith, you think? We're going to talk about matchups because Haley can go off. But we got shooters on the other side. And we got people that play mad defense. So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like Haley be getting shook up by some of these teams' defense. She tries hard, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if she can or she can't. College game day is going to be super lit. I just can't wait for Thursday. I almost feel like I don't want to go to work because I just want to be at home, watch all these games, and just relax and not worry about anything. But good thing Thursday is technically my Friday, so I can, I'll be up watching everything. And either way, whoever wins, I'll be happy for them because I like both teams, LSU and South Carolina. But I'm going for South Carolina. MMA Lifestyle says, "Hey, is Cody McCon doing well all season, or has she hit the wall? I know Cody played big against Iowa because Cody. Oh, that's the girl from Ohio that just went off, right? I haven't been watching Ohio play, but I saw some of the highlights and she's dope. She's a dope player. I haven't really heard of her either. I don't know if it's just because she played Iowa and they did so well against Iowa that her name was popping up all over the place, but she's definitely one to watch. RC says, Iowa LSU championship game. I will never watch that again. I'd rather slap box with gorillas. I'm sorry, RC. I know that's your team. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it and enjoy it. Well, watch it then, but don't expect me. It's okay. It's okay. MMA Lifestyle. Yes, I'm from Michigan. You can just call me Jay. Jay Talks Sports is just something I came up with because I'm talking about sports, but I'm Jay, by the way. I don't know if I introduced myself to those of you that are watching. Those of you that are watching that are new to me or new to my channel, I am Jay. or J Bug, whichever one you want to call me. But yes, I am from Michigan. Not born, but raised there. I'm an Army brat, so I was born in Germany, but I lived my whole kid and teenage life in Michigan. Then I moved to Texas. They need to give her the ball and let her and Angel work on the two. RC, I'm telling you, I don't know if they would do better. Honestly, they would do better doing some kind of high-low with Morrow and Reese, I think, than Van Lith. It's been too many times that I've seen Haley, like I've seen these teams trap her. They do this full court press or half court press. They trap her in the corner. She don't know what to do with the ball. She's rushing her shots. She can't find her open man. So, I mean, she's learning that position. So I understand it's going to take some time for her to mesh with the team, and she's getting better every game. Like, she did really well this last game. But at the same time, South Carolina they're that team. And if anybody can exploit that, it's South Carolina. And I don't know. Like, if they want to just pound that defense right to her, she might not be as effective as we think. I almost ended a 15-year friendship over South Carolina versus Clark last season. Who were you going for? Were you going for South Carolina? I mean, South Carolina was undefeated last year as well, right? As they're so far this year. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait. RC says LSU got to push it fast in transition, as Haley Van Lith is not. I know she's not a point guard, but that's what I'm saying. They're using her. She's the point guard for LSU. What's her name? Last year, not Pow plays for South Carolina. I always mix their names up. Poa from LSU. She plays pretty well. She almost plays better than Haley Van Lith does, but that's what I'm saying. This transition game, this open floor game, like Michaela Williams, great. Big Foe, Fly J. Johnson, great in the open floor, great in transition. But South Carolina has Fawali. We got Pow that will run in transition, stop, and drop a three on you in your face without hesitation. They're a running team. They can, and then when they're not running, they play the high-low with Kitts and Cardoso. It's a lot of ammunition on South Carolina's team that I think LSU just doesn't have right now. Let's see. Hey, Jay, if the Lions win the Super Bowl after y'all just got the Natty on January 8th, y'all better turn. I'm not in Michigan right now. I live in Texas, but my peoples are very excited. Yes, we were excited. Michigan won the national championship. And if the Detroit Lions win and go to the Super Bowl, I think Michigan will be on fire. It's going to go crazy. Let's see. It was a rough sports week for me. My Hawkeyes lost. My Bruins lost. My long distance third team, the Boilermakers, who I seldom mention, they lost to. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry your teams were losing. My teams were winning. South Carolina, LSU, Notre Dame. That's who I've been watching a lot this season. Leah says she was SC all day. Yes. All right. Groovy, the last time Angel faced Camilla, it didn't go right. I was just looking at the stats from the last game. Now, Angel does average more rebounds per game than Cardoso does. Angel averages, I think I looked it up, about 12.1 or something like that, rebounds per game. We know she averages a double-double. Cardoso averages 10, which I thought was kind of low, but 10. But also, I think Chloe Kitts averages 6, and a lot of times they're playing off each other, so I can see how that can kind of be a thing. But I don't know, 6'7", Like Angel gets the jump on everybody. I've been watching her in these games, and you see her hand up there, the highest as anybody. When it's time for that rebound, she is super good at putbacks. I think they said 30% of her points come from putbacks, because she'll miss and catch it and put it back in. That's what I mean by that. But I don't know if she's gonna be able to do that if Cardoso's there 6'7". I mean, she ain't got to jump. She just put her arm up and she get it. And we know if Watkins is up there, Watkins can jump. So we shall see. We shall see. It's going to be exciting, regardless. Let's see. I said that. Got you there. Yeah. Nope. I move around a lot, MMA lifestyle. So I live outside of Austin, Texas now. I used to live in Houston, and prior to moving to Houston to go to school for college, I lived in Michigan most of my childhood and teenage, up till 18. And then I moved, well, I didn't move to Houston, but I came to Texas to go to school. And then I officially moved to Texas 2001, 2000, maybe 2000, somewhere around there. I saw that Paige Beckers. I know she hurt her neck, but they said she came back in the game. So she was out for a while, but she came back in. But I don't know what the status is now. I don't know if she just came back in to finish the game at the end of the game. I don't know how she's feeling now. I haven't really heard too much about that. Hopefully she's okay, because UConn can't afford to lose anybody else. Like half their team is hurt right now. And yes, Angel is much smaller compared to Cardoso is just 6'7", like tree trunk, like that girl. And here's another thing, from what I've been watching, like I've been watching this year, but Cardoso runs that floor. For her to be as big as she is, and I don't mean like big, like a big girl, but she's like tall and, whatever. She runs that floor. She uses those long legs. She gets to the end of that floor and she's hustling. Sometimes I look at Angel and she's like trotting. I can tell that she's tired because, again, we already know for LSU that Kim Mulkey does not fully rotate her team. She uses, I think she said 6 to 7 people, and that's usually all you see. And the people that's coming off the bench is, what is this girl's last name? Is it Del Rosario? I might be saying her last name wrong. I can look it up in a second. And Poa comes off the bench, and I think that's it. That's usually as far as she goes. Like now, this last game against Arkansas, she had the entire team. She played the entire team. So I thought that was nice for those players to actually get to play. And I think she was just doing it just to see like how ready they may be and if she can use them or whatever. But I see Camilla running that floor, hustling. Now she's not, I guess she doesn't have to be. So like she catches the ball and just throws it up. She's not doing anything super fancy. She doesn't really have to work hard to do that. She's just a strong, tall player. So even though players are on her, it's almost like she's not phased, kind of like a Shaq thing. People would be hacking him, but he just goes straight up to the basket and it doesn't matter. Like people are bouncing off of him. So I feel that way. To me, it looks like Angel hustles a little bit more to get her points in the paint. But it's kind of a toss up, but I think as far as stamina is concerned, if Camilla's getting tired, we can get Watkins right in there and go toe to toe with Angel, and she might get tired. So I don't know. Let's see. Paige Beckers, she hurt her neck game 4 days ago, collision with her teammate. Sorry. Moving the goalposts. Yeah, I haven't heard anything else about her, if she's doing okay or not. She was straight. She was out for 5 minutes. Oh, she's playing right now. Okay. So she's good. Groovy says Paige Beckers is good. All right. RC says, I don't like LSU or South Carolina. Maybe I'll just root for the cheerleaders and referees. I do love the talent that will be out there, though. It's okay. It is okay. You don't have to like the team. I love these teams, to be honest. Anything that Dawn Staley is doing, like I literally, Dawn Staley I've always been a fan of hers. Again, she was also an early, like Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoops. She played on the Olympic team back in '96. So I've been a fan of Dawn. I didn't realize how much Dawn was churning out players in the WNBA, and those WNBA players are talented. They're dope. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just Asia Wilson, Aaliyah Boston, Alicia Gray, Zaya Cook. I mean, there's many more, but I'm saying these people ball. And I was like, I need to start watching South Carolina college ball, because Dawn churns them out. Like they're not, and they're good. They're ready. They're ready to go. So that's why I love South Carolina so much. And then LSU, I just started watching them for the hype, and I actually really like watching the players. Like I really enjoy watching Angel and Morrow. I knew Flage from watching that rap show for the kids. I can't think of the name now. JD had the rap show, which is where Lotto also came from. So I remember her being younger, a rapper. I didn't know she can ball like she can. So when I saw her on the team, I was intrigued by that. And then the freshman Michaela Williams, she's dope. So they're just a dope team to watch. I can't say I'm not a fan of their coach, Kim Mulkey. I'm not a fan of hers, but I do like the team. She got to get her stamina. RC says she got to get her stamina and conditioning right. That's why I love Caitlin. So she's got that Mamba mentality. She thirsts to play 30, 40 minutes. Yeah, I mean, Angel does need to work on her stamina. It's a two-way thing, because she does play a lot of minutes, because they do not, like I said, sub out a lot. Like they will sub her out, but she comes right back in. But if she's going to go to the league, she is going to have to work on getting that stamina up. That's the only thing I see from her. She just seems to get tired sometimes. Other than that, she just continue to work on her game, and I think she's good. Yes, MMA lifestyle. I love Hannah Hidalgo. I saw her the very first time when they played against South Carolina, the very first game when they played in Paris. I said, who is this young lady? Hannah Hidalgo is Notre Dame right now. Like they've lost so many players due to injury. She came in as a freshman, someone who probably would not be getting the minutes she was getting if Olivia Miles was healthy. But Olivia was hurt, and it was Hannah Hidalgo and Citron were kind of like the tandem too. Then Citron got hurt. But I mean, they have a talented team of people. I don't want to mess up people's name. I can see their faces, but their names are escaping me right now. But Hannah is the truth. Now that girl, I watch her defense down. Like she waits until the ball slightly either goes down to the floor or comes up, and she's snatching that ball, and she is headed to the other side to get those 2 points. She's a 3-point threat. She can drive to the lane. She finds her open teammates. She plays defense hard. She scrambles after those 50-50 balls. Like she is the truth. Like shout out to Hannah Hidalgo. A lot of people talk about freshmen and if they're ready, and we already see, like if we watch South Carolina and LSU with Williams and Fuwali, but Hannah is running that team as the point guard, as a starter, as a freshman, running some of these veteran players or seniors and juniors on this team. And she is doing amazing. She's doing amazing. So I love watching her play. Yeah, Dawn is my girl. You missed the Houston Comets. The only thing I mean, I wasn't a fan of Houston, but the only thing I miss is that the history of the Comets. I feel like because they're no longer there, people forget that they were a team. People forget they were the first dynasty. People forget that they literally came into the WNBA and ran that league for 4 straight years. People and led by Cynthia Cooper, who at that time was an older player. So, I mean, I think the history gets lost a lot, and I don't think the W talks about it enough. They only really talk about it if it's like specials or something, or they're doing like a retrospect. But I just think they should talk about them more because they're the pioneers. They're the ones that kind of started it all as far as bringing championships and making it exciting and flashy passes and things like that. Like, I enjoyed watching them, just not when they were playing the Sparks. I did not. I did not enjoy them. Kelsey Plum, the GOAT. Yes, I love me some Kelsey. MMA Lifestyle says also Paige had a knee injury before, but she's good. Okay. RC says these teams people sleep on are Colorado, Kansas State, Ohio State. Colorado too. Jalen Sherrod, she's amazing. Like, I wish I can keep up with more games. I just cannot. I don't have the time or energy really to watch as many games as I want to. Like, I'm watching 3. Like, I'm keeping up with 3 teams consistently, and that's kind of it tires me out sometimes, especially if it's all 3 of them are playing on the same night. Like, I'm trying to switch and know who's playing and not trying to find out what the score is and stuff like that. So it's a challenge, and people who like watch all these games and know everything, shout out to them. I can't do it. I wish I could watch more games, but I with work and just stuff I have to do here around the house, is hard to do. I think RC says, Jay, I think Hannah Hidalgo is a lady version of Chris Paul. She is something. Like, all the records she has broken already just as a freshman. I believe Skylar Diggins-Smith was the record holder, the main record holder for Notre Dame women's basketball. And Hannah, if she hasn't already, she's very close to breaking every single one of those records as a freshman. And we're talking about records that Skylar had as she was graduating or as she was leaving Notre Dame. Hannah is breaking these things now as a freshman. She still has at least 2 to 3 more years to play, depending on if she comes out and goes to the WNBA, if she decides to go professional before her 4th year. Who is getting freshman of the year, her or Juju? That's a good question. Ooh. Now, I have not seen Juju play. That's one of the games I'm very upset that I have USC saved on my DVR, that if any game comes up to record it doesn't. I guess they don't show in my area. I don't know. And I don't pay for like an extra sports package. So other than just watching box scores, which I don't really do, I haven't seen her play, but I do know Juju is tough. And Juju, of course, Lisa Leslie went to USC. Lisa Leslie had records there that Juju has broken again as a freshman. So these freshmen this year, all over, like these girls are tough. These girls are playing. I don't know who's going to get freshman of the year. It's so crazy that this LSU South Carolina game is happening on Thursday, and both Malaysia Fuwali and Michaela Williams are co-freshmen of the week. They just got that award named this week, so that's dope. I don't know who's going to be freshman of the year. It's going to be hard. That's going to be a hard decision. MMA Live, I found you after you on the Quita streams. Oh, okay. Shout out. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shout out to Quita too. Like, she's one of the people that watches everything and knows everything about everything. So y'all should check her out. Quita Loves Sports. I try to catch her as much as I can if I'm available or I'm not at work or in bed or whatever. But she is dope. She's a very dope creator. She knows everything about women's basketball. She's very detailed. So if you don't follow her or watch her, check her out when you can. Quita Loves Sport. I'll probably drop a link down below because I really like her. I watch her. Like I said, I watch her from time to time, and I love to support. I love to support us. So I think she's dope. Now, that doesn't mean you don't follow me and you don't watch my videos. We all can exist here. But for someone that has a lot of information, and I love how she's like puts it together in a nice package, I think she's dope. I'm not a commentator. I just talk about what I know, what I've seen. I research, as much as I can, and I'm just talking to you like a regular person. That's it. She's super dope and professional, and I really like her. So shout out to Quita. Cynthia Cooper got put into the Houston sports. Good. Cynthia Cooper was also the coach at my school. I wasn't going there then, but I had already graduated. But she was the head women's basketball coach at Prairie View A&M University, which is a historically Black college and university outside of Houston, Texas. That's where I went. That's where I graduated from. And she was the head coach for quite a while there. She's not anymore, but she used to be. Tina Thompson, top 5 all time. Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops are both top 10 all time. That's what RC says. Cheryl Swoops for me. Lisa Leslie. Cynthia Cooper. Tina Thompson is up there, but I don't know if she's up there. I like Tamika Catchings. Swen Cash was dope when she was playing. I like Tisha Pinachero, Diana Taurasi. Like, we've had some good ones. Teaspoon was dope. Teaspoon reminds me of Allen Iverson because she played with so much heart. Even though New York wasn't winning, Teaspoon played with so much heart every single time she came out on the basketball court, and she gave her all. And I'm so happy now that she is the head coach of the Chicago Sky. It's dope to see her, and I would love, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should find out when Vegas is playing Chicago, and I'll go to that game so I can see Becky Hammond, Teaspoon, old teammates, along with seeing some of my favorite players. I might do that. Sorry, that was a sidetrack. They might give it to Juju, but honestly, I think Hannah deserves it more because of the defense on top of offense. Yeah. And I also think, and I don't know, y'all can let me know, those of you that watch Juju. I don't know what kind of supporting cast Juju has and I know what she's done for the team, but I think for Hannah to come in and wasn't going to be a starter, wasn't going to be the main leader on this team, have all these people get hurt, her take it on the chin, accept the challenge, and is leading her team. Like, yeah, they've lost a few games, but outside of that has been leading her team to a very good season and doing all this while just being this freshman. Like, literally, she's carrying the team. So I think, in that perspective, I would give it to her. But again, I don't watch Juju, so I don't know what she brings. I know she's great. She's amazing. But I don't know if she is dealing with the same thing that Hannah is dealing with. USC, RC says, UCLA Bruins being my second team. I've only seen them play 4 times this season. Play 4 times this season. Don't feel too bad. It's something about, I guess, the California teams. I just can't get it here for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't see any of those. I get, I have the ACC network on my package and SEC network. And then I have the ESPN app that plays games, but then sometimes it won't, like I said, I won't be able to see some of the games for whatever reason. I don't know. Where are we? So RC says, so who going to cook the most on each team? LSU and South Carolina spit out a name for each team. Listen, who is going to cook? I was thinking about this. This will never happen. But I think we need to clear the floor. Imagine in my head. We're just imagining this. Clear the floor. I need to see Raven or Pow Pow, quarter one. Raven, Pow Pow against Haley. I know Haley is not a natural born point guard, but you're a point guard now. Let's see what you do. Second quarter, let's get, I don't know, Bree Hall, maybe Fagan, maybe. Let's see what they do, what they do against Big Foe. Fuwali. I mean, not Fuwali, Flage. Let's see. Clear the floor. Let the guards go at it a little bit. Just a little bit. Or we ain't even looking at the bench yet. If we got Tessa Johnson off the bench, see what she does against Big Foe. Right? Then third quarter, Angel, Morrow, Cardoso, Kits, let them play. Everybody move out of the way. 2-on-2. Let them play. And then the finale needs to be these freshmen. I need to see Fuwali 1-on-1 against Williams. Clear the floor. Let these freshmen go at it. Highlight after highlight. 3 after 3. I need to see that. That was just something in my mind. I'm just imagining that. That will never happen. But who's going to cook the most on each team? It's hard. For LSU, I'm going to go. It's hard because I would say Angel, but I think Cardoso is going to kind of shut her down in the middle. So I don't know. I'm leaning towards Morrow or Williams. I don't know. RC, I don't know. You tell me who you got. I can't spit out a name. On South Carolina, who's going to go off? If given a chance, is going to be Fuwali. It just depends on how she plays the game because y'all know Dawn don't play games. If you mess up too many times, you're going to sit on the bench. So if given the opportunity, Fuwali is going crazy on LSU. If not Fuwali, I'm going to say Pow Pow. Pow Pow's gonna cook. And I'm going to change that over and over again because it can be a toss-up between these teams, literally. MMA Lifestyle says he's going to give me a cheat code to help me catch up on women's basketball. Go look up Women's Basketball Alliance. They post great highlights of all women's college basketball games. Thank you. Women's Basketball Alliance. I don't have my pen, but I'm going to keep that. Thank you. I appreciate that. MMA Lifestyle. Yolanda Griffin is the woman Lisa Leslie was scared of. I mean, people was taking it to Lisa a lot of times. And that's what I loved about Lisa because she was not giving up. Like Lisa would get, if she had to not throw elbows like literally, but if she had to fight for her position to get that shot, she would get that shot. But yeah, I agree with that. RC said this is a safe space. I don't feel like we be tearing each other's head off like some channels and comment sections. Love it here. Salute to Jay. Oh, thank you. I'm all about positive. We're just talking basketball. Nothing is ever that serious. I hope I attract like good people in the comments that are just here to talk about ball and give your opinion. I don't really have a bunch of hot takes. I am going to say what I want to say and say what I feel, but hopefully, well, not hopefully. I mean, I don't expect it to rub anybody the wrong way because everyone has opinions. And I'm not here to tear anybody down. I think everyone, especially in basketball, everyone's talented, whether I watch them or not, or whether I'm a fan of theirs or not. They can do 20 times what I can do or ever dreamed of. So it's all just basketball. It's all just a game. So I'm not here to tear anybody down, but thank you. I appreciate that, RC. RC says he's only seen Juju play once. The Pac-12 network is bogus. And I don't even have that network. Groovy says, yeah, I got to see her play because I got Pac-12 network on Fubo TV, but it's the last year because they're moving B1G, and you got to have Peacock B1G Plus to watch women's basketball. What's B1G? I have Peacock. I don't know what B1G is. RC says Don Staley will never allow it. Don will never allow a flashy guard versus a guard showdown. You're right. All game and not on her watch. Maybe possession or two. All game. Hell no. No, you're right. And like I said, that was just in my head. In my head, I would see that happening. Don is not doing. Don don't care about standings. She don't care what flashy move you made. She might crack a smile. She don't care about nothing but X's and O's and being the best player you can be to win the game. That's it. If you missing defense, she don't care who you are. She'll sit Raven. She'll sit Cardoso. She'll sit Fuwali. She don't care. If you're not producing what you need to produce, and she don't care what environment it is or how big this game is, you will sit on that bench and you will think about what you did and you better not do it again. That's the kind of coach she is. She doesn't believe in the flashy stuff. Now, if you're winning the game and you throw up a flashy move and it goes in, that's cool. But she probably is looking at them like, all right, you probably got like 2 more of those and then dial it back. That's probably what she's doing with her rolled up paper. But I know it would never happen. I would just love to see it, but I know it won't ever happen. Leah says USC versus UCLA games on YouTube if anyone is interested in watching the games. Okay. YouTube. I never thought about that. Okay. I need to look for that because I do want to see I want to see Juju play. I really do. All right. RC thanking Leah. We appreciate that. RC says, I already told you, Jay, Haley Bland lived for LSU and Tahina Powell for South Carolina. Okay. All right. RC says that Haley Van Lith is going to cook. We need to make a note of this, and then when I'm live again or when we meet back up, we need to compare notes just to see who was right. I know I haven't made a decision yet. I'm gonna try to see if I can make a decision by the time I end this, and then RC we can compare. Or if anybody else in the comment want to join in, who is going to be the top dog for South Carolina, who is going to be the top dog for LSU. I think it'd be fun to see who it is. And who do y'all think is going to win? Because we didn't talk about that. Who do y'all think in the comments? Who's going to win between LSU and South Carolina? Y'all let me know. I have my winner. Y'all let me know. B1G. Oh, Big Ten. Okay. Big Ten Network. All right. I have Peacock. I don't know if that's an add-on that I'm going to get if I have to add that on, but we'll see. RC says Don Staley could have Magic Johnson at point guard and will tell him to calm down. Literally, Don is about business. And look, it's working. It's working. Because the women that she has in the W, they're balling, and her team has been number one. This is not new to her. She has a brand new starting 5, and they're still number one. Her bench at times can be better than her starting 5. Like, she knows what she's doing. She's a GOAT coach for sure. RC says, if I'm wrong, I'm burying my head in the sand. If he's wrong, that Haley Van Lith and who else did you say? Pow. I agree with Papa. I don't know about Haley. Like, she had a good game this last game against who they play, Arkansas. Like, she went off. She did amazing. It's been like, I think she's been waiting for that moment for a very long time. So I was happy that she got to do that. I don't know if she's gonna do that against South Carolina. MMA Lifestyle says he's going for LSU. Ooh, Groovy going for South Carolina. Okay, we got some split answers in the comments. RC says, I'm not a super prediction, guys, but I'm going. So, you got the scores. I wasn't even going to do the scores. 79-76. You think they're going to hold each other to 70 points? South Carolina and LSU, by the way, are the two highest scoring or averaging two highest scoring teams. Two of the highest scoring teams. I think LSU was number one, was like averaging 90 something points a game. And I think South Carolina was averaging 90. I think they fell a little bit, just under 90. But if you think they're going to hold each other to 70, that'd be interesting to see. I could see that. It depends on the defense. I don't know if LSU can match South Carolina's defense, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. RC says she had 21. Yeah. If you're talking about Haley Van Lith, yeah, she went off. Her and Williams tag team. Boom, boom, boom. They were just, and you already know you're going to get a double-double from Angel Reese. So she had her double-double. I think she had 19 or 16 points, something like that. Morrow also had, one of them had 16, one of them had 19. Morrow had, like, I think 9 rebounds. It was an all-around good game. Flage was doing her thing. Flage in the open court is Flage. I would like to see Flage and Fawali go up against each other, because the open court and them, like, Flage will get you with a Euro step so quick and be down on the other end of the floor on defense before you even know it. MMA says, do you practice martial arts? I do not. The closest thing I have ever practiced is, dang it. Now I forgot what it is. I had a trainer a long time ago when I used to work out a lot, and she was a fighter. It wasn't MMA. She wasn't doing MMA. God, what was it? Because this was like a long time ago. It just slipped my mind. I had it in my head. I'm gonna have to look it up. But she trained me to do those moves, whatever moves. It's kind of like almost like a form of kickboxing, which I know MMA is kind of like that, but it's not necessarily MMA. It's called something different. But she, the way she would train me would be the way she trained. So I know some of those moves, but it wasn't, no, I don't know anything about martial. Muay Thai. That's what it is, Muay Thai. She was a Muay Thai fighter, and she would have me going through the same training she would do. Not everything, because I wasn't as strong as she was, but some of those moves she taught us. And so we would have to bring our gloves, and, she would have her little long pads and stuff like that. And we would, oh man, she used to kill me. Like, she would put those bands around my waist and be pulling me back as I'm having to run down the street. Oh Lord. Crystal was a beast. And she was like a little short, little Asian girl, but that girl could fight. She was good. But yeah, I know a little bit of Muay Thai, but not a lot. Take screenshots. Oh, I didn't think of that. Okay. I can keep the comment, so I'll know. So we got one person for let me see. One person for LSU. I'm going for South Carolina. So we got 3 South Carolina, 1 LSU so far, of people who think that who's going to win. Who's going to turn the ball over a lot, LSU or South Carolina? Oh, both teams. Both teams will turn it over. I think LSU has a higher, their turnovers are a bit higher than South Carolina. I actually had, let me see the team. Let me see how many turnovers do they get per game. Turnovers, they average 13 turnovers, 13 and a half turnovers a game. That is, wait, let me make sure I'm looking at this right, because it can't be. Okay. I was about to say 19 turnovers. No, they average 13 and a half turnovers per game, and LSU averages 15. So yeah, I was right. Slightly higher turnovers than South Carolina. But I mean, the ball will be turned over. But again, like I said, Dawn, if these girls want to play, they better tighten up, or else they're going to be on the bench watching the game, because Dawn don't play that. RT say, Jay, when that fan ran over Caitlin, I drove up to her later like Snoop Dogg did Tyrese and Baby Boy. I'm just joking. Quita be saying you're a comedian. Oh, joking like Quita be saying you're a comedian. Whoever that was did knock that girl down, but I mean, they ran into each other. I can only imagine how that felt, because I've done that before and it don't feel good. She did knock the wind out of that girl. Yes, kick pads, that stuff. Yeah. Like, she used to train, and this is off topic, but she would have one of the little barbell weights with a string or like some kind of fabric tied around it. And then she would bite it. So she would have it in her mouth with the little dumbbell thing hanging down, and then doing like, I don't know even what you call that. She was strengthening her neck. I was like, if you think I'm doing that, I'm not. I just want to get in shape. I'm not trying to fight nobody. But she was tough. She was a tough lady. I don't know her last name. Why, you know her? Do you live in Houston? Her name was Crystal. I don't know her last name. I don't remember. It's been so long. But if she's an Asian lady, then that might be her. What up, Kyle? What's going on? Thanks for popping in. We just randomly talking, but mainly talking about LSU versus South Carolina. Your home state. Your home state is playing on Thursday. All right. So let's see. I'm done. The comments are done. I did just want to quickly show some of the stats from the last game. So I'll start with LSU. Let me see if I can do this. They were playing against, there we go. They were playing against Arkansas. I think y'all can see this. And I'm going to make this there. Hopefully y'all can see that. But just going over some numbers of what was going on last game with LSU against Arkansas. So Michaela Williams led all scorers with 21 points. She was 9 for 14 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3-point. She had 9 rebounds. Like, it was at one point, whatever she was throwing up was just going in. It was starting to get ridiculous. Like, she was going off. Again, a great freshman. Haley Van Lith finally, I bet she had like a full sigh of relief. She had 20 points. She was 7 from 18 from the field, 2 for 6 from the 3-point line. She hit all her free throws, 4 for 4. She had 5 rebounds, but Haley was balling. I appreciate her keeping up with it, because I know she has foot problems. I have plantar fasciitis, and it hurts. And I'm just a regular person. And me walking around, I can't imagine playing basketball on that. And so for her to even be on the floor, shout out to her. Angel Reese, okay, she had 16 points. She had 17 rebounds, 16 points, double. I think, if I'm not mistaken, she has broken Cynthia Fowles' record for the most double-doubles in LSU history. Or she's close to that. She was 6 for 10 from the field, and she hit a 3-pointer, y'all. She hit Angel. People talk about her not having any kind of mid-range, like she's just straight up in the paint. You really don't need to guard her anywhere else because she's not going to take the shot. Sis hit a 3. It's the only attempt she made, but she threw it up there. She made it. And then she did a jump shot from like just beyond the free throw line. I was like, look at Angel shaking things up, shaking up the defense. So shout out to Angel. Anissa Morrow had 14 points, 8 rebounds. I was off by 1. 5 for 9 from the field. She didn't. She was 0 for 1 on 3-point line. She was 4 for 4 free throws. Flage, 13 points. So all the starters, double digits. Flage 14 or 13 points. 4 rebounds. She was 4 for 13 from the field, 2 for 4 for 3-point line, and 3 for 4 for free throws. And then, like I said, Kim Mulkey put everybody in the game. She was like, we about to see what's going on here. Let me see. Let me get back. I'll bring up South Carolina in a second. You think what? Are you talking about Crystal? Oh, I missed Kyle. Y'all check out, if y'all listen to podcasts and y'all want to listen to a great podcast, this is my homie 12 Kyle in the house. Great. He talks sports. He talks lifestyle. He talks his stories of him growing up. He's a dope podcaster. So check him out, 12 Kyle podcast. One of my really good friends. He says, who do I think will win? South Carolina winning a close one. I also have South Carolina. I just think they're going to play them. I think people are going to get tired, and Dawn has the bench for days, and she'll just keep rotating players until the game is over. Let me see. Tennis or golf on the bottom of the feet will fix. I do that. Look, I don't know if I have it severely. One foot has that. The other foot has plantar, what they call it, bursitis. So there's a knot under my foot. And I use the water bottles, but I've done tennis balls, the golf ball. It hurts and it feels good after I do it, but it doesn't, like, the pain is always there. So I try that. It feels good for the moment, but it doesn't last, at least not for me. Haley Van Lit. Yep. Oh, I don't know. I forgot to check. Thanks for reminding me, Leah. I don't think she did. Asia be ignoring me on Twitter because I be tweeting at her sometimes and she don't answer me. Let me see. Did she answer my question? Nope. Not that I can see, but she answered a lot of questions, so I might be... No, she didn't answer it. She didn't answer it yet again. I guess I'll try another day. Thank you for reminding me that. Yeah, that might be her. That might be her. Yeah, send me the article. I have my you should be able to email it to me if you go to my main page of my YouTube. Somewhere in the about section, you should be able to send me a message. Or on IG. You can do that on IG as well. wherever you follow me. So let's see real quick, South Carolina, what they did their last game against TAMU, Texas A&M University. No relations to Prairie View A&M University, although I think they tried to merge. We used to stand alone, but since I've graduated, I think they were trying to turn it into Texas A&M University at Prairie View. I think that's what they were trying to change it to. I don't know. I know people were fighting against it because we wanted to make sure that we preserve our HBCU status. So I don't know if it's still that or not. But regardless, let's see what South Carolina did against Texas A&M, which is Sid Colson from the Aces. This is her alma mater. So Cardoso led. Oh, she didn't lead all scores. Let me see. Wait a minute. This is the box score. I don't know why it's not in order, but Camila Cardoso had 17 points, 13 rebounds, double-double, 7 for 9 from the field. Pretty much if she's in position, the ball's going in every time. She shoots very high percentage shots. Chloe Kitts, that's my girl. I love me some Chloe Kitts. Like, that is, like, of all the players, and all the players are very, like, talented, and I love them all. But I don't know, I have a special place in my heart for Chloe Kitts because I feel like she has worked so hard to be where she is right now. She came in early last year, and then over the break until this new season, she put on 15 pounds of muscle. She battles in that paint. She can take the hits and keep on going. She is a great compliment to Cardoso. They played a high-low really well. She can play the post as well, really good. She's rebounding. She's diving for balls. I really love Chloe Kitts in her game. But anyway, I'll get off my Chloe Kitts parade. But 13 points. She had 10 rebounds, 6 for 8 from the field. No three-pointers. Pow's a walking bucket. Like, just, I love to watch her play too. Everybody on this team I love. She had 10 points, 4 for 7 from the field, 1 for 3 from three-pointers. She didn't do really well in 3 points this time, but normally she does. Bree Hall, 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 for 6 from the field, 2 for 4 on three-pointers. I don't know why I can't say that. Bree Hall, Breezy can get hot whenever she wants. Like, South Carolina just has too many. For me, I think they have too many options. At any given point, any of these players can get hot and the game is over. Raven Johnson, she had 6 points, 4 assists. She was 3 for 5 from the field. Quiet game for her. But Fuwali came out 21 points. The girl was hot. 21 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound. She was 8 for 12 from the field, 3 for 5 three-pointers, 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Girl was in 19 minutes, almost 19 and a half minutes. Killing it. 21 points. And she got that early. Like, she was balling mad early. She had the hot hand. Fagan, she's coming off the bench. Fagan, another player, 15 points, 2 blocks. She had 4 rebounds, 5 for 6 on the field goal, 1 for 1 on three-pointer, 4 for 4 free throws. She was someone that Don Staley said after the game that pretty much Fagan made her player. The reason why is because Fagan has been putting in the work. She's been showing that she's ready. And if you show that dedication, she doesn't have any choice but to play her. And when she does, this is the result that she gets. So Fagan was doing her thing. Ashlyn Watkins came in 4 points, 6 rebounds. She had a pretty quiet game as well. Tessa Johnson didn't play. Tessa hurt her foot. And I don't know if anyone has heard what's going on with her. If she came back, but she was in a boot. And I haven't heard of anything else if she is going to be ready to play or if she fractured something or sprained something. I know she rolled her ankle pretty bad. So hopefully that's all it is and she'll be okay. I don't know if she's playing in this next game. But let me catch up on if I missed anything. Well, don't give it away. I was going to watch it if they play today. I'll have them recording. But I mean, it's no surprise if they were playing today that they won. It's not a surprise. RC says that Chloe Kitts is legitimate truth. She is like, every time she touches the ball, I'm just rooting for her. Like, I know everybody else has got it. Ravens upped her game. Fawali is just crazy. Cardoso is taking over the role of that Aaliyah Boston left greatly. Bree Hall can ball. But when I see Pow, we already know what she had from Oregon, and she fit right in. But when I saw Chloe Kitts battling in there with everybody, and she just takes it on the chin and just keeps going, like she's a certified great player. I really like her. RC says a friend of mine asked me to join Gamecocks Nation. I said it will never ever happen. Kudos to them, but I can't do it. It's fine. One day maybe you'll come over to the bright side. I don't know. I'm about to be a Gamecock Nation. Like I consider myself a casual fan. But when I love something, I'm really into it. And so I'm just speaking to you guys, like I said, regular person, just talking about what I'm watching and what I'm into. And so I do try to do my research because if I am interested and I do love it, I'm gonna put what I can into it. So casual fan, but I love the teams that I love. And South Carolina is one of those teams. I call her Ja Fawali because she plays like Ja Morant. Fawali is just, sometimes she just be throwing stuff up like just out of the blue, and that's why she gets on that bench. But when it goes in, like that play she did, who was Chloe Kitts? Chloe Kitts was under the basket. Fawali, it was a fast break. Fawali had the ball. She's going up. You think she's about to pass it. She does a around the back fake pass, brings it back up, and then just drops it off in Chloe Kitts' hand. And Chloe Kitts goes up for the two. Like, who's doing that? Like, who is doing that? Come on. The girl is unreal. The girl is unreal. I cannot wait. I can't wait for this game. It looks like for most people, I might drop a poll. I will say, guys, if you're watching this, I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. Give me the thumbs up because I need to have the thumbs up so I can be on the algorithm and more people can watch me and will watch my video. And I can have more and more people coming in and us chatting just like this. I really appreciate it. Give me the thumbs up if you haven't already. Just click that thumbs up. And if you're not following me and you would like to subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. I would appreciate that. RC says, quick question. What do you think about Ashlyn Watkins' dunk? I thought it was nice. Ashlyn, I thought she was going up for a layup. I mean, that's how smooth it was. It was no preparation. It wasn't like a stutter step and now I'm about to stride and I know I'm about to like go up for the dunk. She just casually ran down the floor and just went up and dunked it and went about her day. So I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope to see. Of course, I've seen women dunk. Lisa was the first person to dunk in a WNBA game. I saw that. But yeah, I mean, it's dope to see. Like Ashton has height. And I heard that Fawali can dunk as well. I would love to see that. Don't know if we're going to see it versus LSU, but I would love to see that happen if she could, because she's flashy. I think she would definitely throw it down. She definitely have hops. Like she was going up for a block last game. And when she went up for the block, she pretty much touched almost the rim. She was like just under the rim. She touched the backboard trying to get a block. So I mean, she's athletic. But I thought it was a nice dunk. My dog has woken up. Go lay down. He's just looking at me like I'm crazy. But yeah, I've been on here an hour, 20 minutes. I appreciate talking to y'all. Anybody else got any other comments? Anything y'all want to say about South Carolina or LSU? You sent the article. Okay, I'll look for it. I appreciate it. Thank you. If that's her, that's crazy. How do you know her? Well, we can talk offline. We don't have to talk about it right now. Who got you into women's basketball? For me, it was unquestionably Shamiqua Holsclaw. Lisa Leslie, like I said, like I started watching women's basketball through the Olympics. So 96 team, I really got into them. And this was before there was going to be a WNBA. There was talks of it, but it just hadn't happened yet. But watching Lisa and Dawn and Cheryl Swoops. And of course I heard about Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops is from Texas, went to Texas Tech. So she's like a Texas, like she's famous over here. So I knew about her. But it was just that watching them play and then hearing, cause I had been watching basketball for so long, watching the guys play for so long, really wasn't into college women's basketball back then, but watching professional basketball, the men's and college men's, I was just so excited to know that there was going to be a WNBA. And I think they were doing the ABL too back then. But I mean, Lisa, Cheryl Swoops, Tina Thompson, Rebecca Lobo, all of them had signed on to be in the WNBA. So that's kind of where I went. I know Dawn Staley played for the ABL for a little bit, and then she came over and played for Charlotte. Fun fact, I have a friend, Monique Morehouse. I believe she played, I don't know if she played for the Cleveland Rockers or she played for Charlotte. But when I met her, she was already out of the WNBA. She was just playing overseas. But yeah, I knew a real life WNBA player in the early years. And I forget where she went, but her and Moochie Norris, she's the reason I got to meet Kobe. Moochie Norris, she went to school with him. He played for the Rockets, and he got us tickets when they were going to play the Lakers. And we got like, I don't want to call it backstage passes or whatever, but whatever it is where you can get back in the press room and stuff like that. That's how we were able to meet them. But yeah, I became a fan just watching Lisa and then being just a huge fan of the WNBA for the first, 7-8 years. I was in it heavy. And it wasn't as accessible as it is now. Like it was very hard to catch games. You might catch one game on, I think it was ABC. They would show it on maybe Saturdays, but it wasn't on TV a lot. The internet wasn't the internet that it is today. So it was very choppy on trying to find footage, or literally I would have to look at the newspaper or look it up online for box scores just to see if my team won. Mainly the newspaper. I know that sounds old. I'm dating myself. I know, but that's how I had to get the box scores and know who won and did stuff like that. So it's been up since then. And I have to say, like, the game has changed so much. These women are so much more athletic and just exciting to watch. Watching the college game, me missing out on so much of the WNBA is what brought me to watch women's college basketball, because I'm like, I want to see like all this new talent that I didn't know anything about. Like I want to watch them play in college just to see what potential may come to the W in the next 5 to 10 years and stuff like that. So I'm here to stay. I love it. Thank you, RC. Thumbs up me, y'all. I appreciate it. Much support from UConn fans. South Carolina versus LSU is going to be crazy. Jappy Jap. You say South Carolina by 15? Oh, so we blowing people out. Is that what you're saying? You saying we about to blow people out. I'm not opposed to it. Like, I believe anything can happen. I'm going for South Carolina. I don't know if it'll be a blowout, but I do know I feel like South Carolina will win. But if it's a blowout, yikes. Yikes for those ladies. Yikes. I don't know. I did hear that when South Carolina and LSU played against each other last year, it was in February, Kim Mulkey said it was a great learning experience for her team. They took a lot from that game. They were able to build on that, and that's what helped propel them to end up winning the championship game. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that South Carolina does make it out of the Final Four and ends up in the championship game, and they can bring another chip to South Carolina. But I mean, there's so many good teams out there. I don't know. I know I'm jumping ahead, but we shall see. We shall see how things go. But South Carolina by 15. Ooh. All right. I like RC said, I'm going to screenshot this, or I'm going to keep these comments, and we'll see how everything goes down on Thursday. And I don't know. We'll see how things go. If I decide to go live or talk about this after the game, or like maybe the next day, I'll send out a post. So if you guys please go ahead and subscribe, or just keep your eye on my page, watch my community tab. I'll have a post up if I decide to go live or do a video or whatever after the game. If not, we will talk about it next Tuesday. Tuesday's been the night that's best for me to do these lives. So my people said keep it up, and that's what I'm doing. So if I don't do anything sooner, I'll meet y'all back here next Tuesday, and we'll talk about all the festivities that went down on Thursday. And I can really give my opinion on what happened between Iowa and South Carolina, and what happened between LSU and Iowa last year. And I can have a better informed opinion. So I think that's it. I'm going to call it. It's been an hour and a half almost. I appreciate y'all again for hanging with me. Feel free to go watch my other videos. Feel free to leave comments if you are watching. If you're not watching live and you're watching now, go ahead and drop some comments. Let me know what you think is going to happen between LSU and South Carolina. How many points they're going to win against, who is going to be hot, who's going to be hot on either team. I said I was going to have an answer by the end of this. So in my heart, I don't know why, but I'm going to go pow for South Carolina. I'm going to go Morrow for LSU, and we'll see what happens. But again, that could change because anybody can get hot at any time. But South Carolina will win. I think Pow is going to have the most points. It might be slim. I think a lot of people are going to be in double digits. And I think Morrow is going to get hot for LSU. We shall see. All right. That's it, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all later. Look out for my post. If I don't see you later this week, I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Same time, same place. All right. Peace out, y'all.